Last night I spawned the sweetest rare for black bears that I have ever spawned, ever. I'll give you a clue, it's not a super rare, but it is very close to being one and is a very rare spawn. I am also going to share with you guys some of my very best tips for getting your black bear map in prime shape for doing this grind. I'm going to show you what's been working for me, and I'm also going to share a hotspot map showing you exactly where my black bear drink zones are, so that hopefully that will help you to find yours. Now, this is a different kind of grind, guys. You don't have to find all of your zones first. You don't have to count how many zones that you have, because predators, when you shoot at them, their zones are going to disappear. This is just to help you find where all your bears are so that you can find the big ones. And I will post that map to my Discord for you guys to easily reference. Let's start off with taking him down and seeing if we have a diamond. Now I'm going to start by taking these two bears down because they are closer to me. Up high. Wow. Oh, he went splat, and he went splat too. Now let's hope that our 9 is there. Oh, he is. He's attentive. We got him. And splat. Beautiful. So the strategy that we are using to hopefully spawn the black bear great one very soon is we are just grinding these 4 lakes up in the top left corner. I'm not going to go through the entire strategy in today's video. I have done several videos on how to do this. Now with this grind is totally different from any other herd managed grind in that you do not have to stack diamonds at all. And basically at the beginning of the grind, you're going to be setting up exactly the way I am set up right here. And then what you do is shoot the small stuff and females. So basically you're going to be shooting the level 4 and below off of these lakes, and you're going to go out to your exterior lakes. So everything out here that is not these 4 lakes is considered an exterior lake. And out here you're going to be shooting the larger bears. And what's going to happen is over time, the big bears are going to jump up here. The small bears and the females are going to jump out to the exterior zones, and then you're going to have all big bears up here, and then you just grind these 4 lakes over and over and over again. So that's how the strategy works. So where I am in my grind is I have mainly big stuff up at these 4 lakes, but I know that there is still a couple really big bears out here because I keep shooting them, but they are refusing to jump up here for me. So I'm going to show you how I am dealing with this in today's video, and we're going to go out and look for some big bears today. Now guys, let me know in the comments if you have ever done a black bear grind and what your best black bear trophy is so far. And somewhere in the video, I am going to share a keyword. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel. And there we go. So when you are shooting at bears that are standing straight up, you got to remember that their heart is really high up. It's between the shoulder bones. So if you are going for a heart shot, you're going to aim right between the shoulder right there. And another thing I wanted to mention is that this grind is insane for cash. You are going to make so much money. And one of the reasons is, I mean, you're going to make cash doing any grind, but on this grind, we're not just shooting 2 bears from each zone. We're shooting all of them. And bears pay amazingly well. And we have another diamond black bear. Oh, he is max weight, but not quite max score, 23.78. That is what you call a giant bear. Very sweet. We managed a double lung shot there from 281.44 meters. Okay, so let's go around to these 4 lakes. I'm going to show you what I have showing up at these 4 main shooting lakes right now. Then I'm going to show you how I try and get my big bears to jump up here and the smaller ones to get off of my 4 lakes. So when I start a rotation, I set the time to 2200. Bears drink from 2000 to 0. And when you set it to 2200, you should have bears there ready to go. That's actually shocking. Most of the time that I travel to this tent, I get stuck in it and I have to re-travel to it. Okay, we have bears coming in. Okay, we have a 5 and an 8. Now I always look up and check up here. Not very often, but once in a blue moon, I do get a bear on this side as well. So I am using the duck layout blinds, and they have been working pretty great. For elevation, I jump up onto the corner and I crouch, and I still get reduced hunting pressure, and that way I get a little bit of elevation. Now, when you want to shoot, you want to turn your light off first. And the reason for that, well, look at the difference. This is with the light on. This is with it off. But when you shoot your weapon, if you have your light on, a whole bunch of smoke is going to come up and it's going to actually block your shot. So you definitely want to turn your light off before firing. So most of these shots are 300-meter shots. I always prefer to use the Hyperion because with the Argus, you're just too zoomed in and you just can't see as much as you need to see to shoot multiple bears. It just blocks your field of view. Yeah, he's a mad bear, not a happy guy. And Splat. So I'm only carrying with me 2 weapons, and they are both variations of the 300. Now, if you're looking to purchase the 300, it comes with the Yukon Valley DLC. You do have to unlock it as a new player, and it is 75,000 in-game dollars. So it is very expensive, but it is worth every single penny. Now, if you don't have that kind of cash quite yet, you can definitely use the Bolt Action 338 that comes in the Hunter Power Pack. You just purchase the DLC, and the 338 bolt action is $0 in the store. So that's a nice big 8 mythical. So we're definitely fighting the good fight with the mountain lions. When you are doing the bear grind, they're going to be doing a lot of spooking. So as you can see, we are getting a lot of big bears up here. But my problem is I should have about 12 bears on these 4 main lakes that are our main shooting lakes. They're going to jump back and forth. You're not going to have the same amount at every lake every single time. When I come here, sometimes I have 1, sometimes I have 5, sometimes I have 2. That's going to happen, and that's normal. But the problem is when you do have big bears out on your exteriors, you're not going to have as many bears to shoot on these 4 lakes. For some reason, it reduces the amount of bears that come up here. And so I'm always counting how many bears that I have. And if I am not getting many at all, if I'm getting 8 or less, then I know I really need to get out there and find some big bears. And I'm pretty sure I am getting less than 8. We're going to go through and we're going to shoot everything off of these 4 lakes and see how many bears we have right now. So we shot 3 off of here. Yeah, we shot 2 out of this zone, and we're going to shoot this mythical right here. Now, when they are giving me this position, showing me their butt basically, what I do is I unload my 300 into their butt. Well, I do, because it will kill them. You can't turn them. I guess you could fire the 22 and do the 22 trick, but this is faster. See, he's going down. Beauty! So I put 2 shots into his rear. I would have put a 3rd, but I had to take the 2nd bear down. Oh, and there it actually gave me full hunting pressure. So that does happen sometimes. Oh, you gotta move yourself around here until you get that flat line, and I didn't do that. And that's why I got the additional hunting pressure. But zones will delete because black bears are predators, and don't worry about it. Your bears will come right back. Your zones will come right back. It's okay to delete zones with the black bear grind. It's totally different from other grinds. Now, I do like to hunt with my bloodhound, especially in the dark. He definitely helps me to find my kills or let me know when I do have blood, and I find that very, very handy. Anything that's gonna save me time. And this is our 8 mythical. Okay, so I'm using the outpost at this lake. Now, this lake where I run in straight from the outpost often has no bears on it. I do always check here. There is often just 1, but a lot of the time there is none here, and that's totally normal because the bears are swapping back and forth between these 4 lakes. Okay, and this is our last of the 4 lakes. Now, a lot of people come in and come down this way, but I never have bears down here, like ever. So I just use this tent. Now, I was using the tree stand there, but I find I get a little bit too close to the bears. Oh, I have a tiny one. I have a level 3. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave that 3. Oh, and I have a 4. Those are 2 very small bears. So I'm not gonna shoot them. We're gonna leave the map and come back. We're gonna try and get some bigger bears up here. This is a great opportunity for me to show you how I do this. So I'm gonna go back to the starting base. Okay, so let me just think here. How many bears did we get on these 4 lakes? We had 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not bad. We should be getting 12, but 10 isn't bad. I often run with way less. So I'm going to put the time back to 2200 approximately, and we are going to leave and come back so that we have no bears in respawn heaven. Now, I just want to mention that I actually do not press continue. I always cycle over to the map that I am going to join, and there is a reason. Now, the reason for that, well, there's actually 2 reasons. Now, I understand that when you press continue, you actually don't get as many respawns respawns as you should. I don't know if that's true, but I don't like to take any chances. But the other reason is if you are playing on a multiplayer map, I know for sure that this can happen. So if you're on a multiplayer and then you come back and you go straight into your map, so say you're on a Silver Ridge Peaks multiplayer and then you press continue and go into your SRP map, what that can do is cause the population from the multiplayer to copy onto your map, and that would be devastating if you're right in the middle of a black bear grind. So I definitely don't want that to happen. We are on a brand new, fresh game startup. I have not shot anything yet. I have nothing here, but I usually don't when I first come in, so I put the time forward by a minute. You want to do all your time changes in a tent because time changes in the tent cost 25% less. Oh, and there's another 4 and a 6. Okay, so we have 2 4s and a 3 up here. Now, I always go to this lake first because they can jump down here. I even have a pickup tent, and I have been shooting bigger bears usually from this zone, so let's go check. Now, sometimes when you get down here, if you find absolutely no bears, well, that's usually because mountain lions have spooked them out, and look at that, they're already fleeing. Oh, we have bears here. I need to find a male bear. Do we have any males in here? Oh, am I even gonna find out? Stinking mountain lions? Okay, there's a bunch of mountain lions. Shoot them! Whenever you see them, shoot as many as you can. Holy! I don't usually see multiples. What the heck? What is happening? Anyway, they're gonna leave. Maybe I wasn't zeroed correctly. I don't know, I didn't really check. Okay, we do still have some bears here, but I think some of them did disappear. Okay, so what I might do then is go back up here. Now I know it's not a tent, and put the time forward by 1 minute and go back, and your bears, not always, but have a good chance of being back in their zones. See, it's 2,500 to change the time from an outpost, and it is what, 1,850, something like that. That's the maximum it can cost because I am doing a lot of time changes, but I don't think they're here. All right, we're gonna have to come back later. Stinking mountain lions are super annoying. Now, this lake has been really good for finding bigger bears. Now I have a tent on both sides. We're gonna come in on the right. Then I spot my way across the entire other side of the lake. Now, I'm not seeing anything, so I am going to spend money again and do another 1 minute time change. 1875 is what it costs in the tent. Oh, and we have an 8 mythical here! Oh my gosh, that is a gigantic bear. I am so excited. Okay, this is perfect. So obviously, we want to take him down. I'm gonna shoot him as fast as I can. I'm gonna reload first in case I need all 4 bullets because mountain lions could come along and spook him at any minute. So let's turn the light off. Oh, what was that, a hard shot? I don't know, but he went splat. Beautiful. Okay, I am gonna pick him up, but first I'm gonna go and shoot my tiniest bear, and that is going to be the level 3, and we found him in this zone. No bears. Well, that's why I didn't pick up the 8 right away, because he could respawn before I shoot and open up a spot up here on the 4 main lakes. So I'm gonna do the 1 minute trick again. If not, I will go back to the first lake and I will shoot the level 4. Okay, there's our 3. Man, that 1 minute time trick is a lifesaver. So I'm only gonna shoot the 1. Our gigantic level 3. Yeah, that's gonna smart. And he went splat. Okay, now I'm gonna very quickly pick them both up, leave the game, and come back in and look for more big bears. Okay, there's our 3. Okay, and there we have a level 3. That means I did do a switch, and it definitely worked with this bear. So that's a good thing. So whenever you do this, you have a 50-50 chance of them swapping. So then what I will do is come back here and see if we have a small bear or if we have a big bear on this lake again. And there's our mythical. And now we leave, and now they will respawn. Now, you might not be able to check for respawns right away. I find sometimes you need the hunting pressure to disappear. So we're probably not going to see a bear out here right away. I am going to do the 1 minute trick just in case, but we're probably going to move on and look for another big bear in another area. And as I suspected, we have no other bears across the lake right now. So that's totally all right. We will come back and check later. So another spot where I have been getting big bears is this lake up here. So I just mark the bottom. Usually the zone is up here. The other spot where I have been getting big bears is this zone right here. When you find a big bear at your exterior zones, take a mental note of where you are shooting it, because that is where you're going to want to recheck for respawns. And if you had a big bear and you do the strategy, you shoot a small one from up here, a big one from over here, you'll even come back. If the next time you come here and you have a tiny bear here, it worked. And if you have a big bear, then you have to try it again. So always check this lake, always check this lake for big bears. Check out on this lake and up here, this lake up here. I actually don't have any at Tufon, and every once in a while I get a big bear at this lake up here. But your map may be different. Wherever you find them, just keep checking back at that lake. Now, let's have a look at that sweet rare that I got the other night. Okay, we have an 8 mythical and then a swing left over here, and we have a level 6. Let's see if we can get them both. How you doing, my buddy? You get a bullet. Don't go anywhere. And you get a bullet. Beautiful. And Splat. Okay, where's our bear, my dude? Is this a rare? That does not look like a regular brown bear. I think this is the 8 mythical. Yes! A brown in an 8 mythical. That is a very sweet rare. Oh my gosh. Man, I got the tiniest rares on my last black bear grind. Like, I had a level 2 and a female. And we got an 8 mythical brown. That is incredible. I am elated. Yes. What? And there's the shot. Very sweet. Let's go grab our 6. Put another click on the rare counter. And our level 6. Definitely a big, stark difference in fur coats. They are very chubby bears, aren't they? Okay, well, this is where that sweet brown 8 mythical spawned. So this is where all of my black bear drink zones are. You should have pretty much the same zones, but you don't have to find them all. You just need to find your biggest bears. And I really hope this guide helps you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click right here for the full guide on how to put a black bear great one in your lodge.